It's your boy Zay coming back with another video. You know what I'm saying? How everybody feeling today? We finna do another reaction, man. TikTok motivational coach is basically destroying his life for fame. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, y'all. Yeah, let's get to the video.
What he calls motivational videos on his social media. At least that's what his bio says. Motivate, inspire, uplift. Great stuff right there. So I guess those must be his intentions with all this, or a front to get away with what he's currently doing. And of course, this would only be if you feel motivated by this sort of content. You know, because who wouldn't be? But he's been making videos like this for years, making a mess of grocery stores, public transportation, and even out on the street. And to be honest, I have no idea how he hasn't gotten into some major trouble for this type of content yet, but we'll dive into that soon.
You gotta quit. You came too far.
Like, bruh.
You came too far to quit. You put too much time in to quit. You know you've been through too much to quit. Get up and keep going.
I love how everyone's reaction to this was just a deep sigh. Like, if your job is making gross messes for others to clean up for clout, it's time to start reevaluating. As a former janitor, I don't approve. I would be so fed up if I had to deal with this.
Man, what?
It's one thing to drop something by accident because, hey, that happens.
I would
but
be
to make
mad.
a massive mess for others to clean just for attention on TikTok, that's just scumbag behavior. Let's be real. Now, in the past few weeks, I've covered many IRL streamers worldwide who would disturb the public peace just in the name of content. And now, I guess we're covering motivational speakers disturb the peace for their own content. Like, this is just so stupid. Why does the bar keep dropping for everyone on the internet, it seems like? Well, that's a stretch, but it seems like these kinds of people are just multiplying rapidly.
You are somebody. You are somebody. It don't matter if you're going through hard times. You are somebody.
And I ain't gonna lie, you know how people be. As soon as they see him doing it, everybody else gonna wanna do it. And now every store is just gonna look a mess because he started it. You know what I mean? I understand the message, but I feel like he can go outside and do stuff like this, or like instead of being in the store and making a mess for people to clean up, he can do it in his house, like, or outside. You know what I mean? He don't have to do that.
It don't matter if you don't have what they have. You are somebody. Regardless of what they gotta
Yeah,
say
he's
about
wildin',
you,
bruh.
You are somebody. You gotta keep going and going.
Look at all that milk on the floor, bruh.
You are somebody. That's true.
I feel like I say this a lot, but what a fascinating use of free will.
What?
a frustrating person to deal with as a retail worker or even as a random customer. And this is pretty much his entire content strategy. He shows up out of nowhere, pours some liquid or food over himself and someone else, and then starts shouting his inspirational message. And then, you know, falls and ends by saying, "That's the truth. Thank you, Carlton. Very cool. I like the other Carlton way better."
It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. You
Oh,
don't gotta be
nah.
like her. It's gonna be different. You don't gotta be like her. It's gonna be different. You don't gotta do what they do.
He just threw the cereal on her, bruh. Come on, bruh. That ain't even cool. I don't know if she's a part of the skit or not. If she's not, that's not right.
It's cool to be different. Cool is showing love to others. It's cool is making a positive impact on others. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to be different.
Like,
It's
bruh, what?
cool.
I mean, this is one of the wildest and most humiliating
Yeah,
bits I've seen someone
that's
do for
wild.
a career on social media in a while, as it provides zero value to anyone. His whole account is just a tragedy. And I hope this dude in yellow is in on it, but during his earlier years in his career, he focused much more on the actual message than creating these viral messes or stunts. This, for example, is his first video posted on his Instagram account back in March of 2022.
Embrace your flaws, embrace your insecurities. See, everybody got flaws, everybody deal with insecurities.
But I ain't gonna lie, though. It be like that, bro. It be like the simple content, bro. It's like people don't want to see that now. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's like people want to see you act, you know what I'm saying, like that on the internet. Throwing cereal and stuff on the floor. That's what people be want to see nowadays, and I don't think it's cool. You know what I mean? But he already got the followers, so why not go back to that? Why not go back to simple, you know what I'm saying, motivational quotes? He can do that because now he got the followers. That don't mean that he can just blow up, though, by doing that. He could have stuck with that and blew up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, it probably would have took longer, but you know what I'm saying? But he got the followers now. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't keep doing that, you know what I mean? I would definitely switch up my content, you know what I mean?
It's good they consider you. They just not gonna tell you, but you gotta live in your truth. You gotta do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what makes you happy. Can't worry about what everybody else think, because if you worry about what everybody else think, you ain't living for yourself. You ain't happy with yourself. And that's the truth.
And hey, that is a fair message without
Right.
ruining some poor janitor or cleaner's day.
Right.
But you know, it wasn't anything groundbreaking or something that hasn't been repeated hundreds of thousands of times, so this video didn't really get too much attention. But either way, he still made a second video, which he posted 2 days later.
Understand that you can learn from anybody in life. It don't matter who you are or what you're doing, you can learn from anybody. You can learn from a homeless man off the street. It don't matter. The boldest thing that a leader can do is learn from people ideas and people answers. And that's the truth.
See, now he was on a workout bike. Dude was just slowly adding things into his videos as each one goes by until it's just pure insanity and he's
Right.
completely lost his mind.
It's necessary. It's necessary.
You do not have to do that, bro. You could have switched it up doing something else. You did not have to come out of a dumpster, bro. What?
Necessary. The pain is necessary. The setbacks, the failures, those are necessary. Those are necessary equipment. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's not necessary for you to jump out that dumpster, bro. But he a comedian though. I can see that he's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? But some stuff he be taking too far.
Yeah, see, the progression to insanity is really there. It's fascinating to watch how his videos have evolved over time, because we can even pinpoint exactly when he first came up with the idea to create this chaotic content he's been known for today, and how, I guess, that happened. Because first, he started recording in
I already told you, you gotta keep.
Because first, he started recording at grocery stores, running through the aisles to deliver his message.
That relationship is over. That relationship is over. That marriage is over. It's done. It's done. The milk is spoiled. The expiration date is.
See, that content's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? He's not really disturbing nobody. He's not throwing cereal, milk nowhere. I mean, he might be loud in the store a little bit. I'm not saying I'm promoting this or nothing, but hey, this is not as bad as him throwing cereal and, you know what I'm saying, spilling milk on the floor.
Yes, you. It's over.
Gee, wow. Thank you, random dude at the grocery store, for that information. But clearly, he got a little bit too comfortable, which
Yeah.
then started with videos of him evolving into drinking water before saying whatever he had to say.
Take care of your physical health. You gotta take care of your physical health. Your physical health is a part of loving you.
But then 2 videos later, he started pushing it.
Tell yourself great things about you. You gotta tell yourself great things about you.
Yeah, now you doing too
constantly
much.
tell you, your mind, your approach will adapt to.
Bro, look at his
And
shoes,
eventually,
bro.
he really started pushing it.
Self-love is most important.
Oh,
Self-love
man.
is most important.
He
Nobody
getting orange juice on the bread and everything. Come on. Now you doing too much. Now you doing too much.
love you more than you love you.
Instead of giving people surface level wisdom and sticky feet, he really should have stuck to just meditation videos.
Right.
But obviously, he didn't.
When you gonna stop caring about what they think? When you gonna stop caring about what they think?
Man.
When you gonna start doing what brings you peace? Doing what makes you happy? Don't let nobody put.
Yep, if he came in my store, bruh, he would have to get out immediately. soon as I see him, yeah, buddy, you can't come in here, cause I already know what you about to do. Nope.
Fears and insecurities on you. Do what you want to do. Do what you feel. Stop caring about what they think. And that's the truth.
Maybe he should think of what the janitor thinks of the mess he's making. I guess the dude just meditated so hard he transcended social behavior. It's just another odd version of main character syndrome. Because I guess he just thinks the world revolves enough around him that janitors would just love to clean up his mess so he could go on and make his social media content. But that video of him pouring cleaning product over his head, that was the turning point, because after August 14, 2023, every post involved him pouring something over his own head. And you can tell why, because this was the first video on his account to reach more than 100,000 views. But I guess, like, what's depressing about this is pretty much purely an attention play, as he's not really making anything close to minimum wage off of these videos, as Instagram doesn't really monetize views, and you need to be getting millions of views a week on TikTok to make a decent living. living. But still, that moment is when Carlton decided to become this chaotic, motivational guy we know today. So like any other content creator chasing the algorithm, he doubled down on what was working. And now we have him becoming an absolute burden to society for just a little bit of attention online.
You gotta wake up! You gotta wake up!
Yeah, see, now you're doing too much. You spilling water on everybody? Now you're doing too much, bro. Just because your video getting views, you want to disturb everybody else. That's not cool. I mean, I respect the message. He could have did this without spilling water everywhere.
You gotta wake up! You can't be asleep all day long! Get up out that depression!
Man, everybody
Get up
start
out that
leaving.
sadness. Get up out that mood!
Not having to worry about some influencer harassing you in public for content is a blessing previous generations clearly had. Even though some of his videos are staged, especially the ones where he collaborates with other influencers and tags the other person's profile in the post. The people around them, they're not participating because
Right.
he is without a doubt causing them distress. It may
Right.
sound obvious, but when you throw liquid or flour or whatever he throws around at someone in a
Yeah,
public
that's
space,
not cool.
even though the primary target was consenting to this, there's still a high chance it will splash onto other people.
Right.
And then those innocent bystanders, they're not always willing participants in these antics.
Right.
Like in this video.
Right, but I like that. I'm not getting behind you. 59. Do not commit. Do not commit.
Yeah, like, bro, come on, bro.
Do not commit. Even if you're going through hard times, do not commit.
Like, come on, bro. You spilling milk on people. You throwing cereal everywhere. Nah, bro. You doing too much.
To all the kids, don't Subway surf. Do not commit. Let's do.
Like, bro,
At this
come
point,
on.
I think he's using his basic motivational messages as a way for
Yeah.
him to just deflect any hate for harassing strangers in public.
You gotta keep going.
Oh, come on,
Can't
bro.
quit. You put too much time in to quit. You gotta get up and grind. I already told you. You gotta keep going and going and going.
Oh boy. I really hope that guy was in on it.
Right.
And even so, I think New York subways are grimy enough without this dude. Like, we don't need all your food products and flour all over the New York City subway just so you can make your content, sir.
Right.
But I feel like people like him will likely cause laws to be written in the future where you get additional penalties if you harass people for social media content. I mean, it's inevitable at this point. When I
Yeah.
first started talking about wild stuff that
can't do
influencers
that.
did almost a decade ago, it was very rare that it was this brazen and dumb. But now it's happening multiple times a week. It's actually unbelievable.
And he's definitely inspiring other people to do that. I mean, I understand the message, but I feel like people's not really listening to the message. They're really looking at your behavior and what you're doing in public. So it's going to influence, you know what I'm saying, the younger generation to do some stuff like that, which isn't cool.
Bad for a while, but it's starting to get really pathetic. But one thing worth mentioning though is Jumane, the guy who filmed himself trashing Rite Aid and then later on a Subway restaurant just to promote his music, which I've already made 2 videos on him on this channel. He found Carlton's content before me and even made a reaction video on him last year, where he had this to say.
The videos in the store, right? Obviously, I could relate to that.
Like me? Why he don't like me? Why they don't accept me? Who cares? So what? What's most important is that you love you. What's most important?
I want him to get his message off, right? But like, I'm looking at him. He's doing this in store. Like when the first video I saw, I'm like, yo, is that fake? Does he work there or something? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, did he set it up? And I'm like,
Nah, it ain't
I
fake.
kind of was like, nah, I don't think he did. And then I started looking at all his other videos, and I'm like, he's doing this multiple times. There's no way he's setting this up like this. Like, so this is a crime. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. You can't do this in the store. Come on, folks. You cannot do this in the store.
Yeah, you can definitely not do that in the store. And Jumane is right here. That's a crime. Take it from him, as he's
Yeah.
personally done this stuff for clout and has thankfully learned his lesson. I just
Right.
hope that he recovers from his gambling addiction. But if you want context to this guy, I'll link my video on him down in the description down below. But I still don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. Is it Jumane or is it Jumaine?
Juman.
Jumane.
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 I don't know. The online pronunciation tools are definitely not helping me, but most of them are leaning towards Jumanji. So yeah, we'll just go with Jumanji.
What's up? Is Jumanji?
But anyway, what Carlton is doing could potentially qualify as several misdemeanors or even felonies depending on the jurisdiction, such as criminal mischief or vandalism for damaging store property, when he pours the food products over the floors and shelves, disorderly conduct for creating a public inconvenience or annoyance, trespassing for obvious reasons if he's been asked to leave the stores and then returns to film more videos, and even possibly assault where he throws the substances on unwilling participants. And the reason I say depending on the jurisdiction is this guy has a wide range of geographic areas where he's filmed content, ranging from Atlanta, Florida, Atlanta, New York, all over the place. But I did look in to see if he's actually been arrested for his content, and he has been arrested for resisting arrest, search and transport, and again in 2024 for theft of property, both in Tarrant County, Texas. But as of right now, I couldn't find anything concrete that this is related specifically to this content. But either way, it might just be a matter of time until he's arrested for this content. One thing that I do find truly baffling about this story is that by the time I'm recording this video, Carlton has not only regularly posted the same content as always, but he's even collaborating with other influencers and getting sponsored sometimes to promote food chains and local restaurants.
Hey, you try these sauces with me?
Try this real
All right, let's go, let's go.
Come get a lemony split. Come get a lemony split. If you feeling down and you had a long day, come get a lemony split. If you want to get slashy, come get a lemony split.
So I guess literally anyone can get social media ads, but that video at least confirmed that the dude standing at the self-checkout from earlier at least was in on it, because you see he's there as well. But I guess that was today's absolute degenerate. I took a couple days off to celebrate my birthday with my family, and yes, I got a haircut. No, actually, I was abducted and cloned, and they couldn't find a version of me with long hair. So now you guys have to deal with a version of me with shorter hair for now. But at least, no, there's no upside. But other than that, I feel like you should subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That was a video, man. Like I said before, man, yeah, it's about time to switch it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get in trouble for stuff like that, you know? But, you know what I'm saying? I respect the message, you know what I'm saying, that he gives out. But he just got to switch up his content, man. But let me know, man, how y'all feel about this video, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Zay, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video.